You are trying to change your life with an antenna that is 5,000 times too weak. That is the exact mathematical reason your brain is terrible at changing your reality. If you have spent months visualizing, saying affirmations, and trying to force your mind to warp the world, you have been fighting a losing war inside your skull. Physics proves there is a hidden 0.1 Hz frequency where the universe obeys your chest, not your brain. Look at the facts. In 1991, a top neurocardiologist found 40,000 specialized brain cells thriving inside the human heart. It is a literal little brain. It does not take orders from your head. It thinks, it remembers, it processes information completely on its own. Here is the real crisis. Your brain's magnetic signal is a total whisper. Your heart's magnetic field is a stadium speaker. It is 5,000 times stronger, and it is blasting out of your skin right now. When that field is messy, your life looks like TV static. But when you hit the exact 0.1 Hz lock, your biology becomes a laser. Stop trying to fix your life with a broken signal. Today we are looking at the hard science behind heart-brain synchronization and the exact 3-minute trick to turn the system on. The 5,000 times discrepancy. We live in a world obsessed with brain hacking. We track brain waves, try to reprogram the subconscious, and force our minds to focus. It is exhausting. More importantly, it ignores a basic rule of engineering. To send a signal across a distance, you need raw power. When doctors measure the electrical output of your brain, they measure microvolts. It is a tiny, flickering current. It is barely enough power to run a cheap digital watch. Now, look lower. When you place a heart monitor over your chest, the electrical signal is 60 times stronger than the brain. But electricity is only half the story. Every electrical current creates a magnetic field. When physicists measured the magnetic output of the human heart, the math blew them away. The heart's magnetic field is 5,000 times stronger than the field made by the brain. Think about what this means for your life. You are walking around with a massive, high-powered generator sitting in your chest. It projects a magnetic field shaped like a massive donut that shoots 3 feet out past your skin. It cuts right through solid walls. It floods every single cell in your body with a non-stop broadcast. Your brain is not the main broadcaster, your heart is. Most people fail to change their lives because their body is caught in a state of self-destruction. Imagine a radio station trying to play a clear song, but the engineering booth is screaming static over the airwaves. When you feel daily stress, constant worry, or frustration, your nerves fire out of control. This forces your heart into pure cardiac panic. On a medical screen, this looks like a jagged, chaotic, messy line of spikes. It is the physical version of pure static noise. And that static carries massive power, 5,000 times more power than your quiet, positive thoughts. You can sit in a room for hours picturing a new business, a healthy body, or wealth. You can repeat affirmations until your throat hurts. But if the generator in your chest is blasting a high-powered signal of panic and survival into the room, your thoughts are instantly wiped out. The brain whispers peace, but the chest screams chaos. The universe does not ignore you. It just answers the louder speaker. To change the movie, you have to stop fighting the brain. You have to tune the generator. The mathematical code of 0.1 Hz. If you look into a microscope, you realize something brutal. Nature does not care about human emotion. It only understands geometry, resonance, and math. To change a system, you do not need to feel emotional. You need a phase lock. Think of a basic laser pointer. It is a tiny plastic tube powered by 2 cheap batteries. Yet its light can slice through miles of darkness without fading. Compare that to a regular household light bulb. The bulb uses 50 times more power, but its light cannot even cut through thick fog. Why? The light bulb is messy. Its light waves are scattered, unorganized, and crashing into each other. The laser is locked. Its light waves are perfectly lined up, peak to peak, valley to valley. It multiplies its power instantly because every single wave moves in total unison. Your biology works the exact same way. This is the main discovery behind Lynn McTaggart's famous book, The Field. She gathered decades of military and university data proving that human focus isn't passive. It physically edits reality. But the data showed one massive catch. The editing tool only turns on when your body drops the internal chaos and locks its frequencies together. Right now, your brain is running a mile a minute. It is stressing over the past, fearing the future, and tracking background noise. Your heart is matching it with a jagged, broken rhythm. Your body is a light bulb. You are wasting raw energy broadcasting pure noise. We need to turn your body into a laser. The exact blueprint to do that is a specific math coordinate, 0.1 hertz. Let's look at the math. 1 hertz means 1 beat per second. 0.1 hertz means 1 beat every 10 seconds. It is a very slow, highly specific physical rhythm. It is the exact sweet spot where your body's two main operating systems stop fighting and melt into one. When you guide your body into the 0.1 hertz zone, your systems sync up. Your heart rhythm changes instantly. The jagged, messy spikes on the medical monitor vanish. They are replaced by a smooth, beautiful, perfect wave. The moment that heart wave stabilizes, the massive magnetic field in your chest acts like a tractor beam. It reaches straight up into your skull. It forces your brain's erratic waves to lock directly into its rhythm. Your blood pressure, your breathing, and your nerves drop their separate agendas. They line up, peak to peak, valley to valley. This is the 0.1 hertz lock. You are no longer a bunch of scattered organs trying to survive. Your whole body becomes a single, high-powered antenna. The internal static shuts off. The signal becomes blindingly clear. When you hit this exact spot, you stop begging the world for a new life. You stop trying to move things around inside the tiny 4% map of what you can physically see. You bypass the gate. You give the exact mathematical instruction needed to warp the background code of reality, forcing a new path to form right in front of your face. But you cannot think your way into 0.1 hertz. The brain does not have the hardware to build that wave. You have to trigger it using a physical shortcut. The Resonant Node Protocol. The time for talk is over. We need to install the software. Most people treat growth like a school class. They read books, talk about ideas, and wait for a change that never happens. They treat their life like a movie they are watching, completely forgetting that they are the ones standing in the projector booth. Think of the classic sci-fi movie Dark City. In that film, a hidden group of mysterious figures stops time at midnight. They physically move the buildings, swap the streets, and rewrite the lives of the citizens while they sleep. They call this process tuning. The citizens wake up in a completely new life, totally unaware that the world was rebuilt from a deeper layer. Most people are those sleeping citizens. The 0.1 hertz frequency is your ability to tune. To override the system, you must use the Resonant Node Protocol. This is a simple, 3-step physical shortcut designed to force your heart and brain into an immediate lock. It takes exactly 3 minutes. No excuses, no hesitation. Step 1. The focus shift. Close your eyes right now. Move your awareness out of your forehead. Get away from the overactive nerve tracts behind your eyes. Drop it straight down into the center of your chest. If it helps, put your hand right over your breastbone. Focus entirely on the physical weight of your heart. By moving your attention, you physically move blood flow and electrical energy away from your brain's stress networks and straight into your heart center. You are turning on the generator. Step 2. The resonant breath. You must change your breathing to match the exact math of the 0.1 hertz wave. This requires an exact timing. Breathe in slowly through your nose for exactly 5 seconds. Do not hold it at the top. Immediately breathe out smoothly through your mouth for exactly 5 seconds. 5 seconds in, 5 seconds out. One full breath every 10 seconds, exactly 6 breaths per minute. As you hold this rhythm, your automatic nervous system resets. The side that runs your panic and the side that runs your rest stop fighting. They sync up. The jagged lines on your internal body monitor smooth out into a perfect wave. Step 3. The lock. While keeping the 10-second breath going, bring up a specific physical memory. Do not picture a fake dream. Do not look for a future fantasy. Instead, remember the exact physical feeling of real gratitude, safety, or deep security. Feel the physical weight of that safety in your chest. Hold it still. This is your target beam. By combining a perfect 0.1 Hz breathing cycle with a real feeling of safety, you force the 40,000 cells in your heart to fire in perfect unison with your brain. The stadium speaker in your chest is now broadcasting a clean, high-powered signal straight into the code of the world. You are no longer wishing for change inside the tiny 4% map. You have turned the dial. You have told the system to drop the static and run the real code. The absolute lock. Most people will close this video, click a new link, and instantly let the loud world steal their frequency. They will slide straight back into the basic 4% map, letting their chest blast pure static, totally blind to the fact that they are letting their life be written by an old accidental script. But you know the math now. This is not a philosophy. This is a physical law of your body. The 5,000-fold generator in your chest is either building your limits, or it is cutting right through the illusion of matter to unlock your true power. There is no middle ground. Every single second your heart beats in chaos, you are signing a contract to stay a victim of the movie. If you want to lock this power in, you cannot stop here. You must look at the exact scientific glitch that classical science tried to hide from the public. Click on the video on your screen right now, the 4% glitch. Why physics now admits the universe is a projection. Step completely into the projector booth. Look directly at the source code. The dial is already in your hand. Stop fighting the shadows on the wall, edit the light.